Hi, I'm Steven Fisher with Yamaha, and I'm here with my friends at Craft Music to show you the DTX760K. Remember, for a great deal, check out the bundles at Craft Music. So this is the DTX760K. It's a 5-piece configuration, but it also has a ride cymbal, 2 crash cymbals, and a hi-hat. For the toms, I've got 2 XP100T toms, and for the snare, an XP120S, and for the floor tom, an XP120T. For the cymbals, PCY155 ride cymbal, 2 PCY135 crash cymbals, and an RHH135 hi-hat. For the bass drum, we have our KP100. The KP100 looks great, but it also feels great. Not only that, but it's sturdy, it's solid, you can lay into it, and it's not going to go anywhere. And of course, it's wide enough to use a double pedal. The DTX pads are really special and unique pad. They have a great natural feel. And believe me, I played some pads in my lifetime, and these are the closest representation you can get to playing acoustic drums. But don't take my word for it. We have our top artists playing these pads, and they are also part of the development of these pads, and they got their stamp of approval for them. Further adding to that great acoustic drum feel, like your acoustic set, the snare drum is actually tighter and the tom pads are looser. This also makes for a great transition. If you're playing your DTX kit and you go to your acoustic set, it's an easier transfer when you go back and forth. This also makes the DTX pads an excellent choice if you're going to create a hybrid set, because now your DTX pads have a very similar feel to your acoustic drum pads. Another unique feature of the DTX pad is the 3-zone triggering, so I can have 3 different sounds on one pad. You can also manipulate functions like start and stop the metronome, tap tempo, or trigger a loop. Another feature is the real-time control knob, so I can use it to tune drums, turn snare on and off, and assign it to different functions. The PCY cymbals are also 3-zone. You get the bell, the bow, and the edge. Not only can you choke them, but you can also do what's called pre-choke, and that's unique to Yamaha, where you choke the cymbal first and then you play it. So this allows you to use all your playing technique you learned on your acoustic set and apply that right to your electronic set. The hi-hat is 2-zone, and you get very smooth close to open sounds as well as the foot splash sounds. There's even a technique where you push harder on the pedal and you get that compressed hi-hat sound where the pitch actually goes up a little bit. Take a listen. All these components are mounted to our RS700 rack. It's a steel rack, 4 vertical posts, so it's solid and secure. It's not going to go anywhere. But we complement that with the fact that we've got the Yamaha hardware that we use for the cymbals and also the tom mounts. We've got boom arms for the cymbals, and we also have the ball mount joints for the toms. On top of that, the hi-hat stand is a genuine Yamaha hi-hat stand, and the snare stand is a genuine Yamaha snare stand, and that all comes included with the DTX760K. As an alternative to the traditional rack, Yamaha now offers a configuration called the DTX760HWK. HWK stands for hardware kit. What it does is replaces the RS700 rack with acoustic drum hardware stands. This makes for a very flexible and compact setup. Let's take a look. So this is the DTX760HWK hardware kit. Now it has all the same components as the DTX760K, but we're using drum hardware stands instead of the traditional RS700 rack. In addition to the included hi-hat and snare drum stand, I've got 3 more stands that come in the hardware kit. One stand is dedicated for the sound module, so I can place it anywhere I want to. In this case, I moved it from my far left to right in between my hi-hat and my tom 1. There's another stand that comes included where I've got my 2 rack toms and my crash cymbal mounted to it. And the third stand has my floor tom, my ride cymbal, and my crash cymbal. Now here's the great thing. Not only is it flexible as far as placing the components, but since it uses the Yamaha drum system hardware, all those parts are interchangeable. So I can do really almost anything I want to. So why would you want the hardware kit? Well, first of all, it just looks cool. And in my opinion, it looks a little more like an acoustic drum set. You have the chrome stands matching the chrome boom arms, matches the metallic look of the pads. It just looks sharp. Secondly, it's super flexible. Not only can I place the components anywhere I want to, but I can also make it a smaller set if I want to, or even add more to it and make a bigger set. And finally, it's really portable. It's easy to transport, it's easy to set up, and it's also really easy to take down. At the heart of the system, it's the DTX700 module. Now, if you're shopping for an electronic drum kit, you want to pay close attention to the sound module because, well, it's the brains of the operation. And you want to pay attention to the specifications. For example, the DTX700 has an astounding 1,396 different voices or sounds, covering a wide variety of different musical styles you're going to play. Acoustic drums, electronic drums, sound effects, world percussion, you name it, it's got it. But if those sounds aren't enough for you and you want to put your own sounds in there, well, you're in luck because the DTX700 does sample import. You can actually import your own sounds into the DTX700 module. And to further tailor your sounds, we've got a digital effects section with a lot of great effects you can use, as well as kit EQ and master EQ. The front panel of the DTX700 has a very intuitive layout. Easy to get to your kits, songs, any other functions. You'll also notice the real-time volume sliders for each instrument that's on the front. Perfect for live playing when you need a little more of something or a little less of something. It's really easy to customize kits. Pick the kit, push the instrument button, play the pad you want to edit, and start using the plus and minus buttons. Once you found the drum you want, you can do some editing. Now I can go through each drum and do the same thing. Now I've kind of messed up the drum set a little bit. I want to go back to the way it was when I first took it out of the box. That's simple too. Go to Kit, push Kit Initialize, push the Enter button, and you're done. One of the unique features of the DTX700 is the Groove Tools training exercises. And they're great exercises to develop your sense of timing and make you a better drummer faster. And wouldn't you become a better drummer faster if you could? Of course you would. These Groove Tools training exercises are great for anybody at any skill level, whether you're a beginner or you're well advanced into a pro. This first exercise is called Groove Check. What it does, it visually tells me when I'm playing along with the metronome if I'm playing in time, ahead of the beat, or behind the beat. You can see little arrows every time I strike the pad, whether I'm in time or not. Take a look. Another great exercise is if you don't want to look at the display, we have a unique feature called Rhythm Gate. Now, if you don't play in time, you won't hear any drum sounds. Check this out. Again, a great way to develop your sense of timing. One of the great things about the DTX products is they include free apps. You can go on the Apple App Store and download them and just check them out on your own if you want to, even if you don't have the drum set. This is the DTX700 Touch app. It makes editing and doing anything with your drum set quick, easy, and very intuitive. If you can run an app, you can run this module. It's that simple. Let's take a look. The apps are compatible with iOS devices, whether you're using an iPad like this or an iPhone, whichever you want to choose. There's a variety of ways to connect your device. I'm using the YAMAHA IUX1 cable. I've got my iPad here, and the great thing about it is it's bidirectional, so everything I'm doing on the iPad is affecting what's going on in the module. So there's nothing going on in the iPad except for just doing the editing. And of course, all those edits are stored in the module. Let me show you how easy it is to edit a kit. Select a kit, like my funk kit, and what I'm going to do is make a drum and bass kit, high-pitched sounds. Funk kit's kind of almost there. Select the kit, take the pitch, and I want to change it to a cowbell sound on tom number 2. That's easy too. Go to percussion, scroll through the sounds. There's my cowbell. Go back, change the pitch. Now hi-hat. A unique feature of the DTX700 is the ability to layer sounds. Not only that, you can layer 4 sounds per pad. That's a lot of sound editing you can do and make some really neat and creative sounds. Another great feature is the fact that you can EQ your kits. Take a look at this. Kit EQ, simply put my finger on the frequency I want to edit and just drag it around. The other thing is the digital effects. Watch this. This is really cool stuff you can only do using the app because you have so many functions right there at your fingertips. Crazy, isn't it? It's that quick and it's that easy because you're using the DTX700 Touch app. Another great advantage to the Yamaha DTX system is the fact that you can go onto YAMAHADTX.com and download custom kits that are already ready for you. For example, go to my data, and you can see right there that I can upload kits that might be on my iPhone or my iPad, even my Dropbox. For example, let's say that my friend Dave sends me a cool sample of some snare drums and bass drums. I can simply go to my Dropbox and load those samples right into the DTX700. Or I can go to YAMAHADTX.com, takes me right there, and I've got a variety of different drum kits that I can go to, and I simply push download, and it describes the kits. There's some YouTube videos. It's all right there. Hit the kit and push download, and you can start downloading the drum kit. And there you have it, the Yamaha DTX760K. Great feeling DTX pads, the PCY cymbals, the rock-solid Yamaha hardware, and of course the DTX700 module with unique features like sample import, sound layering, and don't forget about the free app. Once again, I'm Stephen Fisher with Yamaha, here at Craft Music. Thanks for watching.